Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching. Before you do anything else, please like, subscribe, share, and follow me on Instagram. My name is down here. I knew about the movie Boy Erased. I hadn't seen the trailer, but I kind of knew what the subject was about. And then I was going on a trip to visit my friend, and in the airport, I saw the book Boy Erased, and I said I have to read it and then watch the movie. So I read the book in 3 days, very good book, and then I watched the movie thinking I'm gonna be so upset because the movie is never like the book, and they always leave all these things out, and you always feel like disappointed. It has been the case every time I've read a book and then watched the movie afterwards. Surprisingly enough, that was not the case this time. The movie did take a lot of creative liberties, things that didn't happen, things that got added. There was a lot of creativity there. But the heart of the book still remained, which was that conversion therapy programs or camps or what have you should not be a part of anyone's life experience. And I think that movie makes it very clear, how damaging these conversion camps are, and I love that. So all the creative liberties that they took in this film only, I think, emphasize more the fact that conversion therapy camps are a no-go. So in that aspect, the movie really complements the book. You get like a visual of everything you've read, a little bit added or taken away, but it complements it very beautifully. And the movie gave me everything I wanted in the ending that the book didn't. The book left me kind of like wanting more. I wanted to know more about his father. There were so many details in other parts of the book that the ending didn't have. So I was a little bit upset, wanting more, and then the movie gave me everything that I needed for the ending. The last fourth of the movie was a little bit hard to watch just because some of the scenes and just the things that happen are very extreme. I did cry here or there, but it was very intense, very hard, and I'm very grateful that a movie like this exists so people know and are aware of the damages that this type of thinking creates to human beings. And not just conversion therapy camps or what have you. I think a lot of preachers and people of this faith, they have little children inside these congregations, and sometimes they're preaching a message that is not love. So I'm thinking you have to be very responsible with what you're saying, because someone could be sitting there hearing everything that you're saying, like in my case, and living a life thinking that it's a sin, that you're going to hell, and that everything about you is wrong, and taking years and years for them to figure out that, hey, God loves you and you were born this way and you're perfect. My experience in the church was that, because I kept hearing messages that didn't align with what I felt inside or with who I am or was as a person, and it really traumatizes you, and it really shapes your life after that, because those messages are embedded in the back of your head or very present, and then you can't have a relationship in either side of the spectrum because you feel one that you're lying to the one person, on the other hand that is wrong and evil, and it just creates a big old mess. Some people can come out of it, some people can still have it and live through it. A lot of people commit suicide, and there's a lot of suicide rates in the LGBT community. So I think if you're a preacher, you should be very careful of what you say, because there are little minds there that are soaking up everything that you say, and they could have a traumatic experience with the words that you're putting into their little brains. So please have a message of love and acceptance. I really liked that the movie had Troye Sivan in it. I'm a huge fan of his music, and that was a pleasant surprise. I didn't know he was going to be in it. Now the book, and this was my issue with the book, that it had a lot of irrelevant descriptiveness of just things that I didn't really care about. I'm like, why are you describing that? I don't care. And at the end, where I wanted more, it didn't. So it was like, that was a little bit annoying. So I've highlighted a couple of things that I really liked. This made me laugh out loud, which says, to my left sat S, a teenage girl awkward in her mandatory skirt, who would later admit to having been caught smearing peanut butter on her treat for the dog. So in this conversion camps, they had to talk about the things they did that was sinful, and stood before a group to confess, don't face that he had once attempted suicide. This was T's 7th suicide attempt is coming to the program. He had tried pills, knives, whatever he could find. And that just breaks my heart, because there should be no reason why people are committing suicide just because you feel inadequate, or people telling you who you are is not who you're supposed to be. And that just breaks my heart, because you are exactly who you were meant to be. And then another part that reminded me of my childhood was that he read Sideways Stories from Wayside School. I used to love those books. To Kill a Mockingbird, which I played a long time when I was in high school. I played the lawyer in The Play to Kill a Mockingbird because I was in One Night Play. And then Picture of Dorian Gray, I haven't read the book, but I love the movie. And here's the thing. This guy, David, calls his mother and outs him. And that's something that, to me, is very wrong because that's someone's very individual process and very unique to them, and it has to be at their own pace, at their time, when they're ready. And for someone else to out them is so wrong. So if you know somebody is, and they haven't come out to you, don't force them or don't do anything. Let them take their time and for them discover their own moment when they want to share it with you. So don't out anybody, please. Another thing that I laughed at, and it reads, the underwear ads I would walk by in the clothing section of Walmart pretended only to be casually interested in the cut and the fit of the boxer briefs, squeezing the material behind the posing models' abs as though I were testing the strength of the material. I remember when I was younger, I would go to Walmart and to the underwear section just to check out the models on the packaging. Overall, it's a great book. I know I ranted a little bit about the descriptive imagery and how he writes to describe a lot of things that I didn't need descriptions or any type of whatever for. It's a must read, and I think it really complements the movie. You're not going to feel upset that the movie is this and the book is that. I think they both complement each other very perfectly. I love the book. I think it's a great read for anybody who wants somebody else's version of their coming out and the damaging that the church can make. Not everything is damaging, but a lot of people in the church are damaging, and a lot of what they preach is damaging. So just be selective when you're hearing things. Take what you feel is true to you, and whatever is not, in one ear and out the other. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you read the book, tell me what you thought. If you saw the movie, tell me what you thought. And until next time, adios y bye.